like paid by the government.
What?
Hello?
Yo, Jeffrey.
Yeah, my dick keeps standing.
Yeah, nice one, bro. Let's get Nash on.
Modest Christian.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Nash, what's going on?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be up here for too long. I just want to discuss the John 3:16 where it talks about Jesus being the uniquely begotten Son of God.
Yeah, what does that got to do
Wait,
with
does it
him
say
being God?
unique or begotten? Wait.
It
Which
says
one?
it
Unique or
says only
begotten?
begotten, but there's some like modern scholars that translate it to like unique, but it doesn't matter for this
Do you
point
know
that I'm about
why?
to bring up.
I mean, yeah, but do you know why it's translated as unique?
It's translated differently. It doesn't matter to the point that I'm
No.
making.
Well, it's because there's a variant in the text. In the earliest manuscripts say unique. They don't say begotten.
That's
Because
fine. It
later
doesn't matter to the point I'm about
Christians.
to bring up.
Okay,
Okay,
so
cool. No
so so
worries. As
what
long
so
as you're
what's the
conceding.
point? So what's the point on
All
this
right,
verse?
yeah, so when a father begets a son, what is being communicated under your guys' view?
What do you mean by communicated?
So when a father begets a son, right, there has to be some sort of communication of
Yeah, that's if you're talking about a literal begottenness. If a literal begottenness between a father and a son, they're going to have the same ontology. But in
so
this,
it's a metaphor. Okay, gotcha,
but
gotcha.
in this case, Jesus isn't literally begotten of the Father in the same way, because then
Is David metaphorically begotten
yeah,
according to the
Yeah.
Psalms? So okay, gotcha.
Jacob, David,
Mm-hmm. Amen,
Adam,
amen.
Jeremiah.
they're all metaphorical
Amen,
senses.
amen, amen, amen. So when it says that Jesus is uniquely begotten of the Father, does that mean
It
he's
doesn't say
begotten
that.
in? Yes, it does. Does it say
No, it
that's
doesn't. It says
literally?
unique, bro. You're butchering the verse, bro. That look, the verse says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only," and then that after the word "only," there's two words that could be there: His only unique Son or His only begotten Son. And there's a variant in the manuscripts. And I just explained to you that the earliest reading is actually unique,
It
right?
doesn't matter
So it's
because it's
either
still
just
literally
wait,
Leafy. It
just wait,
doesn't matter.
bro, calm down. It does matter because you're butchering it and you're putting it together when it's not together. No verse reads the uniquely begotten Son of God. It doesn't say that. It says the only begotten Son or the unique Son of God. Very
Yeah,
simple.
yeah, but
It's one or the other. It's not both.
but Leafy, even if listen, we'll grant you either variant or even both of them. Even if it said both,
Yeah, you're granting
it
me
doesn't.
begotten. Awesome, awesome.
It doesn't matter. Even if he was uniquely begotten, it has nothing. It doesn't do anything.
Wait, so uniquely begotten means he's begotten differently than everybody else, right?
Yes, because he's the Messiah.
But wait. So if he's not begotten in the same way David is begotten, and David is begotten metaphorically, that means he's begotten ontologically, correct?
No, because he has a higher
Okay, what's
status
the
than
third
David.
option? What's the third option?
Because
What's
he
the
has
third
a higher
option?
status than David. So they're both
It doesn't matter if he has
metaphorical.
a higher
So they're both.
status.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just shut up while I'm speaking. So even though they're both metaphorical, the distinction between David as well as Jesus is going to be that Jesus is the Lord of David. He's higher than David in that metaphorical sense.
Wait, if he's begotten uniquely, it means he's not begotten in the
Oh my
same way.
God, bro, he's telling.
Let me. I'm asking him a very simple question that he's just ducking, just because there's a distinction in like the temporal sense of when he was begotten, just or like
No,
in the
I never
authority is
said that.
given.
You have to
Wait,
listen to what. No,
I'm literally, literally.
you didn't hear what I said. It's not about when.
Wait, why am I getting muted?
It's
What?
about the status. That's what I said, not when. But go ahead.
Wait, so like the authority, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the authority has nothing to do with begettingness. Begettingness
Oh my,
refers to the way in which something
There's
is
are
brought
you
forth.
actually
first of all,
Mesh? You're dumb, bro. What are
one
you
second,
doing?
Leafy. First of all, it's not begottenness, it's begottenness. And secondly, Jesus being the metaphorical begotten Son of God is in reference to him being the Messiah, the highest ranked. So that in that way,
Wait, show that in the text,
he's
please.
yeah, because in Mark, Jesus is said to be
No, wait,
The
we're
Lord of
talking about
David.
John 16.
If Jesus is the Lord of David, and we know he's the only begotten Son of God, and we know the Son of God here is referring to his Messiahship due to the fact that he is the one that's mentioned in that previous verse in the Psalm, Psalm 110, and the Psalm 110 is about the Messiah according to Mark, that is. Then we know that Jesus is the Lord of David by being the Messiah, and he's the only begotten Son because he is the only Messiah. Now, Jesus says
Bro, are
clearly,
you gonna just keep rambling or are you
Jesus
gonna let me
says
respond?
clearly in other passages, he says clearly in other passages that he's ontologically subordinate to the Father, just such as Mark 13:32. If Jesus doesn't know the hour, then he can't be of this.
We can get to those
Then he
verses some
can't be
other
of the
day,
same
bro. We're
sex as.
talking about John
No, we're not
3:16.
talking.
I don't know why
No,
you're running.
I gave you my response for John
You don't
3:16.
understand processions. You're not letting me respond, bro.
Either you're gonna respond to my
Shotgun
verse or
fallacy of
my
doom,
verse.
bro. Holy.
Are you going to respond to my verse?
Yes, I'm literally going to
Okay.
respond to
Okay, go ahead.
the definition you gave for
So you can respond
begetting.
to John 3, and then you can respond to my verse. Go ahead.
Yes, I got you. Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
let's start off by understanding what a procession is, right? So and I'm going to ask you a question, is yes or no, just to emphasize my point,
As long
right?
as you just mark 1332 afterwards,
Yes,
I'll
I'll
answer your
address it
question. No
after. I'll
problem.
address it
No
like
problem.
way
Okay.
after.
Yeah,
Because
you gotta like drop the tone, bro. Like I'm not your dad.
bro, there's no way you're begging me for
So go ahead.
less
Go ahead.
attitude.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This guy's a grown man.
Can you go ahead?
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm about to proving the processions to you. Do you believe that the word uniquely, if you're granting me that the word begotten exists, does the word uniquely emphasize the begottenness, or does it emphasize the way in which he's begotten?
You can take it either which way. It's metaphorical.
Okay. So if you're granting me that it's the unique of the begettedness, that means he's not begotten in the same way that anyone else is begotten, correct?
Yes, because he's the Messiah.
So he's not begotten metaphorically. Thank you, W concession.
No,
He's begotten
that
ontologically.
that,
Unless
that
there's a third
that's
Bro,
option.
that's a non
Give me
bro,
a
sequitur.
third
Nash.
option.
That the
Wait,
third
wait, Dean, you're
the
not
third
It's a
understanding
non
what he's saying.
the
sequitur. It's a
third
non
option
sequitur.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
got baked,
Nash.
Yeah,
bro. You just
yeah.
got baked.
Nash, calm down, bro.
The third option is that they're both metaphorical. The distinction is going to be on the status
Oh.
of the begottenness. Do you understand?
No, you're granting me that unique is emphasizing the begottenness,
Yes, and
not
that
the way in which he's
and
begotten.
that type of begottenness is distinct from David's because that's a more uniquely intimate type of begottenness where he has a higher rank.
Wait, so is David's begottenness unique as well?
Unique in what
Because
sense?
he's begotten differently than the way Abraham is begotten? Because he's a different person?
No, Jesus has both the uniquely in the sense of being higher ranked as well as being different from everyone else.
No, David is different from everybody else
Yeah,
too.
so I answered all your
So
questions.
is he uniquely begotten,
Yes,
bro?
I already answered all your
No, you
questions.
haven't. Go run to Mark
I gave you direct
13:32.
responses for all of your
You
questions.
did not. You literally
Now
did not.
Jesus not knowing the hour. How does he know the hour? Go ahead.
Ugh, he's gonna not know the hour and virtue of his human nature. You can bring
Okay.
Tertullian too. Like I'll literally bake you on Tertullian.
No problem. Are you a Catholic or Eastern Orthodox?
No, I'm Protestant.
You're Protestant. Beautiful. So you agree that's heretical according to them, yeah?
Tertullian's view on substance, yeah.
Answer my question, bro. I answered all your questions directly. So is it heretical according to Catholics and Eastern Orthodox Christians based on what you just said? Is that heretical?
Is like in him not knowing in
In his
virtue of his
human
human
nature,
nature?
yes.
What do you mean by in his human nature? That's different in virtue of.
You just said in his human nature. Whatever you meant by that, that's what I'm saying.
No, I said in virtue of.
What do you mean by in virtue of?
It just means because of his human
Okay,
nature, he
because
can't
of his human
know
nature.
all things. Yeah.
No,
He can
beautiful,
only know all things
beautiful.
in his human nature if he's with the
That's
word. And this is what
exactly what.
Aquinas
Yeah,
says.
no worries. That's exactly what I mean when I say in his human nature. The same thing you just said. So is that heretical according to Catholics and Eastern Orthodox?
No, because that's not even how they use in
Okay.
their human nature. That's not
Okay,
what they mean.
beautiful. So there's countless sources on the Ignoite heresy. Do you know what the Ignoite heresy is?
I'm vaguely familiar with it, but
Okay,
go ahead.
beautiful. So in his human nature, to say Jesus doesn't know because he was a human, in his human nature, he didn't know, is the Ignoite heresy. It's heretical according to Catholics and Eastern Orthodox. So now we know the majority of
No,
Christians,
literally, because that's
the majority of
oh my
Christians
gosh,
believe that you're
this is a
heretical. No
blunder.
problem.
No, this is a blunder.
Now Jesus, how's that a blunder? Tell me. Go ahead.
It's a blunder because that's not how they understood in the human nature,
How did
right?
they
When
understand
they
it?
s-
Go ahead.
Yeah, because when they say in the human nature, they're referring to in the human nature separately from the divine nature. And this is even what Aquinas says on the matter, right? He says that, yeah, he literally says that the human nature knows in virtue of being in union with the
With the
word.
divinity,
He literally,
yeah.
he says that, yes, good.
So you're telling me. So let me just clarify your response now, because you're playing word games. So Jesus in his human
What?
nature, does he know the hour or he doesn't?
What do you mean by in his human nature? Because that's not the same way that
are you,
Eastern Orthodox and Catholics that you're
no
invoking
problem,
understood it.
They say you can't say Jesus in his human nature didn't know the hour. They
Yeah,
say
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell
they
you right.
say,
Okay, go
and I'm
on.
clarifying to you, so you just gotta stop speaking for a sec. They don't say that you can't say that. What they say is you can say that Jesus knows the hour in his human nature, but not from his human nature.
You keep saying that in his human nature.
But not from his human nature. That's what they say. Okay?
Yeah, so in
So
virtue
you
of his
have
human nature, naturally he doesn't know the hour.
he
That's
doesn't. Okay,
fine.
so now you change it to doesn't.
In virtue, because
Yes.
you said in his
Yeah.
human nature is different than in virtue of his human nature.
No, that distinction, I don't know who says in virtue of. It's either he knows it in it or he doesn't know it.
No,
If
what?
he does know in his human nature, then he doesn't know it from his human
No,
nature.
because in his human nature is referring to the natural,
Okay.
like full capacity
So
of the human nature.
okay, so do you believe Jesus as a human knew the hour?
I don't believe that when Jesus was born, he knew quantum mechanics. Like,
No
that's
problem.
literally
Just
heretical
answer my
stuff.
question.
That's literally the Orthodox position.
No, it's not. Wait, show
It is their
me
position.
anyone on the Orthodox position that
It is their
says
position. But
Jesus
one
knew.
second,
Wait,
you're deviating. Shut up.
wait. We
Shut
know
up,
Leafy's
shut
gonna claim.
up for a sec. Shut up for a sec.
Show me anyone, bro.
Listen,
anyone.
brother. Listen. Shut up for a sec. You got to answer. You got to answer my question directly. I answered all your questions directly. You're playing word games. So Jesus knows the hour in his human nature, but from his divinity. Is that your position?
Yeah, but I don't know what you mean by in his human nature.
Okay,
that's
right.
like
Yeah,
that's
you're
like
playing
not
word
something.
games. Get that out of here,
Bro, qua his human nature, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's
Dean,
so
when he was
stupid.
talking about the begotten stuff, he was saying like, oh yeah,